we've got it. It's actually arrived in the country. I've got it.
He's got it on.
The Vapr Watch is here. Look at that beauty. Look.
Just look at it.
Right, so first impressions, guys, because literally this is an out-of-the-box review.
Literally just got it. We've literally just
turned up, opened it.
We've watched the download, we know what we're doing, but we haven't had time to charge it up or get it all ready or anything like that. But we wanted to show you what it looks like on the wrist, so there's a nice close-up for you. What do you reckon to the look of the watch, Sean?
Well, number one, it's a functional watch.
It is a functional
watch. You can
watch.
tell the time.
Let me just show you this, actually. This is unbelievable. Apparently, SansMinds went to Seiko.
Yeah,
and
I know
had
Seiko, yeah.
their own design of watch made, and this is absolutely incredible. Just this bit, just here, is the functioning part of the watch.
Yeah.
That is absolutely amazing.
So that is a watch on its own.
And if you look
works.
just here, that is the workings to the watch. This pulls out, and that's how you adjust it. And just that alone is the working part of the watch. I actually really like this design around the outside. These this steel sort of core.
I quite like it. It looks a little bit steampunky. I really like it.
Yeah, they'd sell that in a fashionable shop.
It really does look cool. And if you're performing in a casual setting, somebody could look at that, and it actually does look like a real nice watch.
Even the sneaky bits look incredibly well made. This looks like a product that's been actually put together properly, rather than something that's been made in somebody's shed with a soldering iron.
Well, definitely, they spent time on it.
Yeah,
they spent time on it.
This is a proper product. This is good.
Will says on the download that there's, I think it's 180 original parts that were designed for this. Now, we can't go mentioning this review without talking about the Lynx Magic Watch, and both of them were in development at the same time, and Lynx got theirs out first. In comparison, do you think this is superior?
Well, though I said, I think the Lynx thing was something that maybe was a prototype. Yeah. So at the stage before something got to this, you could kind of take it to a designer and go, here's my rough bits and bones idea. This is an actual finished product. It looks professional. And I'm not just it looks professional from the outside. It's functional. You're not going to burn your wrist on it. You're not going to have a hissy, spitty noise from it.
I was like, it did have a bit of charging when we got it. Before we haven't got time to charge it up. We pressed the remote and we got it. And the amount of smoke was incredible. The amount of smoke.
That actually shocked me. That just shocked me how much smoke you got out of it.
You really didn't expect any smoke, and it works with a pump. And when you set your strap up, the smoke comes out from just the right position, and this is fully adjustable. I'll take this off in a moment. And even the strap has been thought about. I think with the Lynx Magic version, it was kind of like they got an existing strap, and then they just glued bits onto it with Velcro. This has been custom made, so you can adjust like that.
Well, what made the Lynx one unusable for me was that sneaky bit where the smoke came out of wouldn't necessarily always stay underneath the strap for me. And so I'd go to use it and be like, oh, I can't do it now because it's kind of hanging out.
Well,
whereas with this, you've not got a danger of that happening. It's all been designed into the watch, so that doesn't happen.
After we reviewed the Lynx Magic one, I went out and used it a couple of times, and I burnt myself.
You did.
I
burnt yourself.
Because it works with like a heated coil, that one, which isn't as superior as this. But when you bend, the flap of skin goes inside the coil, and this flap of skin here can touch the coil and just literally burn you, and I burnt myself here.
It's also a lot quieter, this.
Yeah, it makes a sound like when you're in a silent room, it kind of just like a very quiet whoosh.
Well, I'll tell you what, here's something. I would be confident.
You're not going to hear that.
You wouldn't hear it at a gig, no chance.
From a noise point of view, I would use the Lynx watch in a restaurant or a gig environment, but I'd be sceptical about using it when all the focus was on in a parlour show. If I was close to them, I'd be sceptical of the noise if it was silent at that point.
It's a lot noisier.
But
So this is quieter.
With this, I could use this in my parlour show. I could build up all the tension and actually have it happen at that point.
So you can see on the underside there, I've set it up ready to charge with the tube here.
And
you get these extra bits, which shows me as well that they're constantly thinking about it, because when they first recorded the download, they were saying about fixing this in place with a bit of tape, And now they've got these extra bits that they've supplied, which lock it into the strap, holding the tube in exactly the right position. And you can adjust this in any way you like. And you can also adjust it to the left or to the right. So you can have the smoke going this way as well.
Yeah.
And when he does the ash on arm,
it's incredible.
That is an unbelievable effect now.
It is an unbelievable effect, but here's the use of oil is too much setup for me, for like possible for it to be talking about. But the ice trick.
The ice. I'm not bothered about doing the ice.
He's not bothered about the ice. I am going to. That's worth me buying the watch, because there's certain moments when I'm performing that I don't mind going a little bit extra than what I know the magician down the road is going to go for me, so I can create that moment. Pour a little bit of water in, then all the steam, and then I open up and there's a bit of ice with the corner of their card in it.
Well, Will demonstrates with the putting the corner in and then the ice cube. It freezes
when
with
they
the ice
put
cube.
water in and the water freezes and then it looks
amazing. Great. I think for a TV or something, I think it's beautiful, but I wouldn't do it in a gigging situation. The ash on arm I'd actually do.
Yeah.
If you pre-showed somebody and you got their initials or something like that, or a
that
card,
would be brilliant.
And then the way the smoke looks as you're doing this, it is absolutely unbelievable, and it turns that effect into something that's going to make people gasp.
If you're doing tables, right, and you've been booked to do the drinks afterwards, which sometimes happens at weddings now, you do like the tables and you do an hour afterwards at the bar, right? Now, if you can remember a couple of names that you haven't spoken to, even maybe you've not even been to their table, but you've looked at the place names, and then you've got their name on your arm or something. And
you're going to knock them out.
You're doing your ambitious card, and you go, the steam comes, you give it all that.
I haven't opened my refills yet and tried to charge it, but it comes with a Bluetooth remote, a wrist strap as well. So the wrist strap can hide that remote on you. You said about putting it in your toe. You used to do that with the Vapr, didn't you?
Yeah, and with another trick I used to do, I've forgotten what it was, but something else I used a toe switch. But instead of having it, people think you have to have your toe switch underneath your toe. That's not where a toe switch goes. A toe switch actually goes on the top of your toes. So you strap it with a bandage on top of your toes, and then you activate it by lifting your toes upwards. Because then you've got no danger of activating it. But a lot of people think you put it underneath your toe, but toe switch goes on top of your toe, and you lift upwards.
Good point. Good point.
It charges here. This is where it gets refilled, and you just take that bit off there, swing it over to the other side, and you refill it here through this little hole. And when it's refilled, it's good for over 100 puffs of smoke, so you could easily use it all day on even a trade show stand.
Yeah.
I know with going back to the other one, after 3 or 4 times you were there in the corner and you were having to refill it again. So the charge lasts more than a day, and the remote lasts like literally forever. I know that from having the original Vapr as well. But the charge will last easily a full day. With the watch and the smokes, you've got over 100 puffs in there. And I keep saying about that, even though they've got this micro pump in there, which is amazingly new technology that's going to be used in the medical industry, the thing that I can't get over is this watch, the fact that it's so thin. It's a working watch, and when that locks on there, you've actually got a working watch, and yet in something which is so incredibly thin and doesn't look too out of place on your arm at all, you've got a smoke machine.
It's brilliant.
It's unbelievable. It is the best out there. They've really thought about it. They've not rushed it out. The quality is very, very good.
Brilliantly made.
Not everything's brilliant that comes out from SansMinds, as we've said before, but you know, when they bring out a good one,
well, you know, when
they do it well.
Yeah,
when it's in a white box like that, you're not going to be disappointed.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic quality. I can't wait to use it more and more. We're not going to mark it 'cause it's not available from us. It's just from SansMinds Magic. I think they're trying to recoup a massive investment that they put into this, and it's not surprising because it's all there in the product. So well done. Great work.
Yeah.